Hello, hello, hello. How are you, darlings? I am Big Meach, and this is a Big Meach Moment. Listen, this is by request. I've had one of my sister friends, Miss Diamond, bring this to my attention, and I had to go and do some research about it and look at this long 17-minute um, extortion Facebook Live that little Miss Thing, I can't call her name right now, that little Miss Thing did with the brothers who she had inadvertently walked in on getting a groove on, and it had upset her. And the tragedy through all of this is that she ended up losing her life that same day, within hours after recording her is now her final words, or at least her final recorded words. And let me say this. Though we don't wish death or harm to come to anyone, we don't wish it. However, there is a such thing as you reap what you sow. Whatever seeds you plant are going to have a harvest time. And in all estimation of what went on, honey, that ass whooping or whatever happened there is something that she asked for. Now, one may not like the sound of that. We can sit up here and say that, the laws of attraction, honey, she ended up attracting that kind of behavior to her. Because if you listen to the video and carried on, honey, she said that they told her they was going to kill her if she came back and she did this and she did that and carried on. So her rant and her rave and the rage, well, it wasn't necessarily a rage, but her wanting to let it be known, this, that, and the other, about these folk, uh, have planted the seeds for what ended up happening. Now, according to the police reports after the car accident, they said when they found the body, that the body appeared to have, she had been shot in the head or something. So, baby, see, when you guys sit up there and want to out someone, and this is across orientations, because we have a number of gay children who end up doing the same shit. We have a number of trans girls who end up trying to do the same shit. Remember the whole thing with Bobby Valentino? No mistake, he had no shame in his game, but he was a celebrity, and Little Miss Thing wanted to expose him and all this, that, and the other, and carrying on. So when you think you're trying to go after a bag, trying to expose somebody, bitch, it has horrible consequences, because you don't get what you're looking for. Now, all throughout that video, Little Miss Thing wanted to make it be known that she wanted $5,000 and et cetera, et cetera, to keep it quiet. But what the hell is going on with that? Because who was to say that she wasn't going to keep her mouth shut? Because she took it to Facebook, she gave him an extra hour, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. See, she was nobody to be trusted with in the first place. Now, according to her, they hadn't had sex in a long period of time or whatever. So now, was you upset at the fact that somebody that you had sex with once upon a time, way back when, back in the day, is now doing his thing? Because it wasn't like he was with you. This wasn't like this was a current situation, and y'all were in the midst of a sexual relationship like some of the girls are. So there's a number of women out there who get caught up in things like this, and I can understand how it rivets you, how emotionally taxing it can become. At the same time, when you choose to fight fire with fire instead of fighting fire with water, darling, everybody blows up. Because see, now that they have all this on tape, whatever, I'm sure they're going to put that together. This child here, for a piece of ass, is about to go to jail for the rest of his life because he done killed this girl. This girl thinking she was going to get $5,000 out of it to get her bag together and carry it on. She ain't got a life to spend it. Okay? So now what? See, these kinds of things, when you want to play dirty ass games and shit, thinking you're going to out somebody, darling, that's not the ticket. What do you think you're going to gain from outing anyone outside of heartache, pain, and somewhere down the line, honey, you're going to have to pay for that mistake somewhere. There's a seed that you planted, And every seed that is planted has a harvest time, honey. Trust me. Trust truly what I tell you. Every seed that is planted has a harvest time. Mm-hmm. And one of the things about lovely old Karma, Karma is the world's greatest farmer because she's going to give you exactly what you plant, honey. Your yield is going to be exactly what you asked for because you can't plant corn and get tomatoes, honey. That don't happen. Okay, so in this particular case, it is sad that little Miss Thing lost her life. It is sad that this situation had to come to play. I hope that this serves as a message to everyone out there. You could be hurt, you could be this, you can be that. But if you plan on outing someone and want to extort someone for money and carry it on and thinking that somebody's supposed to trust you or somebody is supposed to give you the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to ask you to think again. Because here's something else that she said in that I think we all looked over. Because she said she's lucky that she didn't have her pistol with her, because she'd have probably came up in there and had shot one of them. So imagine that. Had she had her gun on her and walked up in there and carried on, and then end up shooting and carrying on because she thinks she, Molly badass. You know what I'm saying? Because she mad or pissed or whatever, trying to save the world. Because her rant was supposed to be a public service announcement. Then I'm understanding now. I didn't see this, but folks are telling me that she took his picture and put it up on Facebook or whatever on her Facebook page and et cetera, and called him some kind of gay bird, gay blade, or whatever this is, trying to expose him. See, that there is bullshit and that there is all 100% willing and ready for an ass whooping. Listen, I'm going to say this name because many of you who are on Facebook, I'm not Facebook, we're Facebook and YouTube. If you follow Walter Hampton, and I love Walter. Walter is, he's controversial, but I like Walter. But he does that same shit, and it riles up folks when he out for folks for their HIV status and this, that, and the other. He had a whole big controversy when he put that boy's HIV status up there with his bottled medicines and carrying on. And his defense for himself is, well, he should not have tried to tell me that he wasn't, and everybody needs to know that he is. And I'm telling him, I'm like, Walter, that's not your place. Not like that. And then the way that you do it with such venom and such malice, someone is going to hurt you. And at this particular stage of the game, they haven't, well, I'm going to put it like this. They haven't yet, because he's still walking and carrying on. But the bottom line is he's calmed down. He started to look at stuff a little differently and carried on so that it doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm using him as an example. And I'm going to use somebody else. What about little Miss Thing on Facebook who claimed that she has sex with DL boys, and then she secretly records it and put it out there? Yeah, the gay boy that records the children doing her, and she getting fucked by him and carrying on. They supposedly straight or DL, and then she secretly records them, and they'll put the video up and blast them. Really? She went to jail once. Okay, they shot at her once. Mm-hmm. See, you can't be playing with folks like that. That whole outing people and things, I don't care if it's for their sexuality, for their health status or whatever, that there is a gamble with your life. That is rush. You see, you're dealing with somebody's emotions, somebody's raw feelings. You're dealing with their life, their livelihood, their everything. Because you could destroy their world in just a few letters, a few sentences, a few statements. You don't know what their brain capacity is going through, what is going on in the gray matter. You don't know what the thought processes are. You don't know where they are as far as how fragile their world is. And now we got this woman, honey, dead out here in Indianapolis, honey, in a badass car accident. She not coming back. But all she wanted was $5,000 to keep her mouth closed. Now she got it closed permanently. So y'all think about that. Any and every one of y'all who are out there thinking that it's cool, it's okay, or you trying to get back at somebody, or you gonna let them have it, okay? Can't nobody fuck with me because I'm a G, nigga, I'm a G. Fuck that shit. Time out for that. time out for it. You want to be a grown-ass man, a grown-ass woman, be grown. Understand that it hurts. Understand that it's painful in some way, shape, form, style, or capacity. Understand it's shocking. But you are the adult. You can't help how you feel, but what you can help is how you react to your feelings. That's what you can do. And in saying all that, make sure that you govern yourself accordingly, because every seed planted has a harvest time. And one of the things is that we always know the process is sandpaper for the soul. So honey, you process that down, and I guarantee you, if you come out alive and apply the lessons, you're going to shine. All the gunk and stuff will be gone, but you got to go through something first. So hopefully it won't take you to your death like this. I'm Big Meach, and that's my Big Meach Moment, children.